Hello, 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 hello. It's Edward back at you with yet another stream on this Mothering Sunday. How's everyone's day going? Naturally, the sporting world doesn't stop, and we have enough to react to in this sort of opening segment. And we'll dive right into it. Is if you're new to the stream, I generally like to start out these streams with a bit of sort of sporting waffle, for a lack of a better term, and just to get ourselves warmed up and loving life. Naturally, over this side of the waters, one of the main sort of talking points is naturally Super Sunday, and obviously we've got the Man United Villa to start Super Sunday with the Spurs Liverpool game, or the Liverpool Spurs game, the penultimate match of this weekend's Premier League fixtures, I think. Just check. Very certain it is. I don't think there's any Monday night. Oh, there is. Brentford. Scratch that. But yeah, it's and naturally, as you can sort of see, I've got the live sort of play-by-play, or however you want to phrase it, the live updates of the Villa Man United game, and it will close down shortly. But the reason why I've got this up is naturally with Sky interviewing Jim Ratcliffe at the Grand Prix on yesterday, I think the interview was. This game will do far more for Michael Carrick than the preceding fixtures that we've had to date. And the reason I say that is it will give a small insight into how good of a motivator, environment setter, and all those kinds of words Michael Carrick is, as to how well the squad rebounds from a disappointing defeat to Newcastle, as this sort of link to highlights illustrates. Because as much as the media are fixating so much on the results and where United are in terms of league position, certain moments will Michael Carrick displaying the traits that Michael Carrick displaying the traits of what they'll ultimately look for in a manager will do him far better for his chances of getting the permanent job than any X amount of games unbeaten ever will. And yeah, I mean, and the reason I sort of say that as well is currently the narrative to date is going a very similar trajectory to how it went for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in terms of came in after a bad situation, and because of the gap between where the club were and the success they've received after is so big, in actually the has then promoted those sort of very you probably say reactive discussions. And as much as there is sort of the building argument of giving him a chance, I'd very much discourage that and go, if in those particular couple of months that he's clearly able to get a pulse on the team, his man management skills were very evident, his ability to keep the dressing room not too high and not too low, such that the highs aren't as high and they rebound from a disappointing defeats like the Newcastle defeat, will do far more for him than anything else will. And you sort of pan back to the Europa League final that they lost to Tottenham, and you'd very much say that it has inadvertently paid off in United's favour. And it has allowed because of the days between games, it's meant that the squad isn't as stretched, which then doesn't expose the weaknesses and fragilities that lie underneath, and such that you get a foundation building type year that you can then build off the back of it. Because you'd probably say the summer signings, the main three, the Lamans, the four actually, the Cunha, Sesko, Mbeumo and Lamans have all been a success. And now if you get even 3 signings, not necessarily 4, that further flesh out the team, then that's, you probably say, coming at a nice point. Whereas you'd say the winning of the Europa League has inadvertently come at the wrong point, you'd probably say. For Tottenham, because it plastered them over to it. The number of games and the foundational issues that are beginning to get talked about more and more, and we'll dive into in a second, become more exposed, quite simply. And I sort of picked up this sort of point for 2 reasons. One being, of course, it's the how to describe it? The slightly over the top way that the media picks out younger players, being Max Dowman, and the underselling, and underselling is probably the wrong choice of terms, but I suppose they're under portraying the fact that Gyökeres got the opener, and you'd say that you'd rather get the opener than get the second, because you can't get the second without getting the first. Not to sound stupid, and I just hope for the sake of it that you'd probably say, if you're thinking of Premier League managers and squads that have been constructed, you'd probably say that Arsenal in the Premier League is probably in its best position to help manage Max's career, in the respect as he's very much sort of an understudy to both Saka and you probably say Madueke at this particular case, where he can sort of take his career slow, and you probably say he's got the spine of, whether it be the 2 centre-backs, you've got the Declan Rices of the world, even though he's just got to the league, the Gyökereses of the world, to be the specimens that, if everything was to ever happen to Max Dowman, in a sort of a ice hockey enforcer type case when it comes to rookies, can help him through a particular point, to be the arm around the shoulder and when needed. But as I said, I mean, it's easy to understand why the Hollywood type art story that comes from a 16-year-old scoring the second goal, but the fact that it's there's very little mention of Gyökeres getting the first is find it slightly not completely fair, because with some of the stories that have been painted out, and understandably so, at Gyökeres' feet, and with obviously the Sunday, Super Sunday culminating in Tottenham's trip to Anfield, and when I look at and read a lot of the comments that Igor Tudor has said in his press conferences, I get a bit. As much as you could understand why they brought in Igor in the first place, because his speciality being reclamation projects and salvaging situations, the thing that I'd say that they've missed in terms of this appointment, and why you could very much picture this being the last game for Igor Tudor if it plays out how we think it could be, of personality profiling of the manager and whether that's a good fit for the squad with where they are and the fragility that they clearly are at. And if he's very much blunt-nosed, hair dryer, say it how it is, slightly grumpy type manager, that may not fit a side that's very fragile at this particular moment in time. Now, if you're to say the first manager that comes in as sort of a storybook Harry Redknapp, not saying that's who I'd go for in a sort of a parallel world, but just to make a point, the sort of the happy-go-lucky, relaxed, you're more likely to get the rebound that you want that keeps you up in the first place than any particular manager that's may or may not be comfortable coming in at sort of a last minute. But as I said, it's the personality profiling has to be part of the recruitment criteria, irrespective if it's a long-term manager or a short-term, for where the squad is and where you want it to get to, and does he meet that for the league that you're in? And I think they've completely overmatched that and gone too much down to a skill set that they think he may or may not have. And it's something you can't really put at the feet of Daniel Levy because he's not there anymore, but still. Is there any... So I'll keep that there for now. And... So obviously this article relates to England's heartbreaking loss to France last night. And the thing that I'm not surprised that England pushed them close, because I went into the game and I was saying to a couple of people that I could easily see them England doing a very English thing of winning away from home because of how the campaign has gone and just the slightly upside down way it was going. But I suppose last night's, you can sort of naturally you can sort of take the game in sort of a very sort of Marmite term. You either love it in sort of a Marrow, or I suppose the towing the company line type route that Marrow's clearly taking, and understandably so. Not got anything to do with the narrative, but it's the overarching takeaway. Still maintaining last night's game doesn't change that at all. Is even though the squad of players have the makings of a squad that are going places, I don't believe that Steve Borthwick has the inspirational environment setting traits and qualities that build an environment that translates at the top level of international sports. I just don't. It's and yeah, it's they've got all the makings of a squad that can go places, but you listen to a Steve Borthwick press conference and you'd easily recommend the NHS to prescribe it as a sleeping medication. It's that riveting. You listen to whether it be a Andy Farrell, or I'm trying to think of anyone sort of years gone by, whether it be a Sean Edwards, even though he's a France defence coach, and even though it hasn't been good of late, you'd probably put that at the root of French fragility rather than his ability to motivate. Yeah, it's I don't buy it. I never will. And with time ticking down in a international rugby perspective very little time. I think they're kind of getting close to making an ass of it yet again. But hopefully it turns round. I'd love to be proved wrong, but I don't think it will be. What is this? Unfair reflection. That'd be my overarching takeaway. I just don't buy where. I just don't buy Steve Borthwick, quite simply. And going over to crossing the Atlantic to the WBC, I think very much this World Baseball Classic is very much illustrated how is given the MLB window of what the All-Star game could be, not quite in this particular form and length of competition, but a very much condensed version, and how powerful of a weapon it could be to international growth. Now, you'd probably say that if you were, it depends on where you want to grow, in terms of if you're looking for European-based growth, naturally you'd move the kickoff, the pitch outs, or whatever the term is, the start of the games to earlier, so it's easier for a European market, but still it's the and even if you sort of relax the rules on whether we relax the rules such it becomes even chippier of a contest, that is a very, very, very powerful, it could be an incredibly powerful marketing tool for the entire of the MLB. And naturally, if you were to say bringing aside like a Japan or whoever, and there'll be players across in leagues outside of the MLB, naturally it requires some buy-in from them. But still, the Four Nations and what it's done, that the Olympics more recently has capitalized on, is that as much as you can go down league expansion and increased number of franchises in the US, as they're mulling over in the NBA or European divisions, just quite simply a condensed proactive international international offering is significantly more powerful than anything. Oh, for God's sake. Why did Bryson have to win? Phil must be loving life. Got paid a shitload and is in a, well, you'd probably say a mediocre to poor product. I mean, it's... Don't even know what channel this is on. Is anyone? I mean, there's not really many players on here, bar maybe a Tyrrell or a John Rahm that you'd want to see, but yeah, very much you sort of, now we go into the review of the first wave of free agency. This article seems interesting. 1 second. It's that kind of a thing of just why I clicked on this article in the first place. I can understand the rationale of bringing in a QB as competition. But of all positions you want to be unclear as the direction you're heading, the QB position is not one you want that. And I'd very much be of the opinion or view to to ride on the JJ train until it becomes even more apparent than it currently is that he is or isn't the answer. Now, well, I am pleased in a respect that I don't believe the Browns signed anyone of note anyway, but it's the Vikings signing Kyler and the Falcons signing Tua is all the same boat of going, you have to be firmly of the opinion, very clear on where you want to go, and these types of sort of comments of, yeah, it's the, it just screams to me a team that's trying to fight a battle on both fronts, and if we learn anything, spreading your resources over two is not really giving them any chance to win on one. So it's the, yeah, not something I'm completely in favour of. But I suppose both of them, I'd be made to eat my own words, and people would sort of, both the Falcons and the Vikings will go win their divisions, and people say eat my shorts, but still. Because ultimately I don't think it will translate to long-term success. They may win a game or two. They may do well this particular season upcoming, but at what particular cost? But riskiest. The Dolphins signing Malik is risky to an extent, but with where they were, it's a risk you're willing to take. So it's there's a high risk, but also a high reward, and considering where you were, it's not surprising. I'd say that's more of a risk than anything in terms of, I think there was particular personality. There's particular points in this. I think it was last season or the season before. We're sort of being a bit too much of a diva to merit 20 per year, but 30 million for 4 years. And it's why it's sort of a perfect encapsulation of why, even though people will point to the Panthers in their rebuilding of their defense with their free agent signings as a sort of a win, why inadvertently that's a loss, because you shouldn't be in that position in the first place. And you'd probably say the sorry, like this personify that, and edge rushers don't end up on the market for no particular reason, and you're spending 30 million on that. You sort of not quite question your decision making, but that type thing of, well, how much of a huge risk. Well, it isn't. Every sign is a risk, but biggest steals. Yeah, I could go behind that. Tyler Algier. No. 1 year. Anyway, I'm waffling on. So now the plan of action is, I still got Steam logged in. That is a good question. We pause. Pause. Hold. So we still got that. We're all good. So I'm going to do some Balatro, and then either Sea of Thieves or multiplayer Ark, or even Rust, but probably one of those two options. And the reason I want to play Balatro is there's a particular deck I didn't quite work out last stream, and I want to redeem myself, and it's the black deck. One of the things I thought about in this particular stream is, because obviously I have the 6th Joker, is the need to be really we're potentially focusing on getting that 6th Joker as to be the one that's the sort of the breadwinner, as it were. So we've got a pair and not much else. Let's do that. Oh, I have a pair. What am I talking about? Let's do 6, 6 and get over the line. Hopefully that way. Yep. Just in time. No. So that gets me cash, obviously. My gut instinct is I want to really go hard. Let's try that. They're not the mults, but they're just to help get through any early game wobbles. Like so. Hopefully that way. Two tarots, face cards. Ooh, I haven't got the money, so it doesn't really matter. Do I want that? No. All clubs are debuffed. Right. So you're fundamentally pointless? Pointless? Okay. So let's go down the... Let's do this. It's a good discard, I think. There we go. So now I am going to play the debuffed version, just from the simple fact of I can do that and it plasters over. Now I need to get my hands as soon as does nothing. I don't want to use that right now because of the hand that I'm currently doing. Ooh, I go that, I think. Yep. Next. No 2 pairs, so I can easily do a sort of a semi-mass, what we want. Contains 2 pairs, which that does. So I should get bomb, bomb. There we go. Nice, done. Thank you for the advice, whatever your name is, but no thank you. Try that. I think that's a good value. No. Try that. My theory is when the card scores, so let's do that, and I sort of got a yeah, it's sort of an unofficial. No, we really need to be. We got 2 discards. Let's try that again and just want to get through. And that is why I did play that card. Or should get me through. Like so. No, I don't like that. It's getting me cash, but it's not really getting me much. So let's see what this does. Okay. That kind of helps. So I want to go that and gives me sort of a nice stream. Let's go for that. And this is the one that's going to be the challenge. To do it in 3 hands. I think I need to do a big discard here. My gut is telling me to do that, then we can evaluate after. And that is why we can evaluate after. Is it worth doing a... What would the benefit be if I've still got the other ace? No, the ace has already been played, so it's pointless. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should get me over the line. It does. Now, on card slot. That's a good value for 2 pair. Let's move it over there. 2 pair, 2 pair. And that's the cash one. Card slot, I don't think that's worth it. Plus 50 chips. See that one, that's more adaptable. Oh, is that worth 6? I don't think that is because I'm going to be 2 pair heavy with that one. And we should start to, like so. So now we got a nice let's try this. Why not? So it's cool. So I've got the every played card counts towards scoring. Let's do this. Try that. So nice. This should get me through the next couple of hands. So if I can get... That's another money one, but I'm not sure if I need another money one in my hand. So essentially it require 13 chances, if you say 1 in up to 13, to get the money back. I don't think that's worth it. First hand is drawn straight down. I haven't got So I need to do this. Just need to. So now we have this, which is good. But now we have to go heavy 2 pair. Do that. And we get over the line that way. Nice. We got a nice stream of cash now. 1 discard. I'm curious about that one. Try that, because I think that's actually a good deal. This isn't... I'm not in a great position. So now this is where my discards come in handy, hopefully. That hasn't worked at all. They're currently their hand. Yep. Damn! This deck. Nice. Suppose. I mean, neither were great. So in reality, I can just do... Well, I could do that anyway. Good value. I see that. Okay. Let's try there. For that particular reason. More points is the reason I'm doing it. For that particular reason, just to get myself over the line. So that get me through? No, it doesn't. So that gets me... Neither gets me through. That's good. How high is a flush? That helped so much. Thank you. Nice. I like that card. Hopefully it produces the misprint. Cool. Very happy with that. Let's rejig these. So now we should be able to cook on gas with the misprint. Is there any 2-pair we can buy and use? And did we get rid of that? I think we can get rid of it and a space to level up. 0 discards. Right, that's great news. Pair. That actually really works. Suppose the downside is got rid of the playing cards. All cards count towards scoring, but thank you very much. That's the one I just had. I don't need that. I haven't got the cash for any of the others. Nice. So let's keep, because of my mults, and that's why I kept that 8 and a 7. I haven't got a place to put it. Let's sell that. Buy you. Let me buy. Let me get that. Can I use... Oh, I can! Nice. That turns... The reason why I'm using this is so I can turn that into a use. And then I can get the crates 2. That's another one used. And I get 2, so I can turn that into a ×4 immediately. Bum 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 bum. So that's 2 bonus cards. Let's turn that into U. And then converts the left into the right. So I'm going to convert left into the right. So 1, 2. Use. Rather have higher cards and lower cards. Let's do that. And then, so I got that for one more hand. So if there's any good ones that come about, no. Do that. This card scores. Rather have cash. Cool. So I got enough for this particular one. All hearts are debuffed. It's fine. I can make it work. Right. What to do? Let's try that. For that particular reason, where because of the jokers that I have, so none of these constrict into the hand that I have to play. So let's do this. Times 4 times 2. Play. And that's gone, so I got a space for one more joker, which is great. 8. Okay. So let's buy you. Just look at you. That gives me a nice stream of them, but it's not mult dependent. That is a better money to that one. Essentially, it's play as many cards as you can. Is what is. Are held. Okay. Left into right. So let's do a left into right now. 1, 2. Converts the left into the right card. So I want to higher. So now you can go 2 pair. So now I reckon I can get rid of this. Let's try and... Not sure. My gut's telling me that one. Not bad. Not bad, Marlene. Not bad. I suppose that one and that one are very that's encouraging me to need to solve that. My gut is telling me to do a calculated. That's why. I want to solve that. Bring in you. And because you're a tarot card, I'd rather one of the cards ranked by one. I suppose these two. And I can't do any better. No repeat hand this round. Still got 4. A flush is kind of on. 2 pairs a bit of a waste. So I want to do a flush. Or a straight rather. Does void 2 pairs, but not very good pairs anyway. That's a good 2 pair. So let's do that. And I can't. Is that a good pair to do? I think we do the. There's no flashes even remotely on, so that's probably the best card I can do. And get over the line that way. I'm disincentivized because of that to discard, so I think that's relatively pointless. Let's try this. So, what have I got? I have a flash. So actually, 1 second. Before I do anything, let's get that and that. I'm about to use these. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very nicely, I've got a 2 pair on. Get me over the line that way. And delayed gratification's really paying off for me now. Really nicely. No. Buy and use. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do that. Let's then use. Then we'll go to here. And because I have the space, let's do that to use to 11. 3 to diamonds and then doubles money. Let's doubles money right now because that's... And then let's go there. Yep. try this. Oh, genius. 3 into diamonds. Let's try that. Still stay lucky? They do stay lucky. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, let's do that because that's when it scores. Max, I still think it's going to get over. I still got 2 hands to get 4k, so I'm all good. So I can get rid of this now because I've got a nice wedge of cash now. Is that worth it? Yep. I've got $94, so I don't need you anymore. So worst comes to worst, I'm gonna be a because I'm quite happy these two building these up. Those two become expendable. I'd rather have a steady stream of jokers. And the one I'd rather give up is that one. To see where it goes. I have to burn. I know it's going to really cost you, but still. I got any other options? One of these is going to be an 8th. Well, both of them are, I reckon. Damn it! Gonna have to. I need to load up on that last hand, so I need to just see where this one takes me. There we go. Ah, that's what we wanted. So I still got 1 joker space. All good. Get over the line easy. What I'd love is to get that. There's a particular joker. I can't remember which one it is. It's called like the Blade or something. And that's the perfect one to fodder that up, if you see what I mean, in terms of you can just keep that one keep producing sacrificial lambs. And no, this one. Start with nothing. Take that. In reality, I should have just luckied that one up, but still. Oh. Let's do. Actually, no. Let's keep that pair and go flush. Let's do straight flush. Nice. Might as well. I got cash to burn, so might as well just. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay. Next. Let's do the lucky ones now. I'm going to be playing that and that. So let's use, because neither of you is special in any particular way, in shape or form. So let's do that. I think I need to burn a... That's why. It's a heart, though. Still got 3 hands, so I can be a bit more, I'm going to just sell you now, because you're fundamentally useless to me. Flush or a straight? Flush. That's pointless. Right, so now if that card may be beneficial. Bomb. I want that blade one. Buy that. Buy that one. Hope. Could do that one. I don't need cash, so I can just get rid of it. That was a sort of an educated stab in the dark. Got 124, so I might as well just keep going aggressive. 2 pair. Right. Okay. Right, actually, hang on. 2 cards lucky. Them. I want to make you lucky. So then 1, 2. I have 4 chances. I think that's my best option. Really? Oh, for God's sake. I hate this deck. I want to just get through. Don't want to fall at this early hurdle. Ace, 9. Okay. So I fundamentally got nothing at this particular point. So let's hopefully get something. This pissing egg again. Can't play that, my gut is telling me. That was actually a waste. I didn't mean to throw that card in. Aggressive. Better. Let's get through the hand. Right. That's the only option I have. God's sake. Nice. Yes, it's this one. So now I need the the one that, what's the word? Yeah, he does. Oh, I need. Let's do this one. So that's yeah. So yeah, now it's 2 pair buff time. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Could actually give me cards I could work with. That'd be great. Flash. Any Flash played any times? Flash played once. I really have a bad feeling. I'm dead. God's sake. I had the sort of one of the cards I could, this quote unquote stupid cards. Because if you can get that with the one that constantly provides fodder, you're away with the fairies, but it's just getting to that point. $40. I don't think that's enough. I need to use a discard then. Right. Let's try that. Oh, fuck. Still pays off though, I'm fairly certain. Let's build this bad boy up. Nice. You're giving me fodder. Definitely got something to build with. That's another mold. Thank you. Gets it over the line. Dunno. Suppose that one gives me flexibility. Stop giving me... Fine. Lee. Yep. Oh! Gonna try and last without it. Just playing cards is not hand specific. Nearly. God, what a lowy. I actually should have gone 2 pair in case the supernova comes up. Oh hell. How am I left here? Right even. Still got a flash irrespective. Bomb. If I could get a mult, that'd be great. Suppose. Not super, but still. Oh, not this pissing one. Right, so I'm essentially going to be voiding you to the high heavens. Right. I don't think this is going to be enough. I really don't. Can I twist it? No. I genuinely think I'm dead on this one. Yep. I'm not giving in yet today. Need some form of a joker. Try that. That's a good starter one, I suppose. Nice. Let's get that one. It's millions for days. All spades are debuffed. Oh, you little... Please. No, I got that, and please, I got this. Good, get me over the line. I need to use a discard. I don't get delayed gratification either. So now I've lost it anyway, if no. Rather just make sure I get over the line and get the best hand I could possibly choose from. So that gives 42, 62, there. Hang on, so that, yeah. 42, that makes that 62. 62, 142 times 2 is 284. That's not enough. So therefore I need the straight. Let's go that one. We'll go that one. So that's the money one. That then becomes expendable because they're all malt based. Upgrades are first. Hand played. So the first hand then played is important. Because the suit. So in reality, I want to try and play two pair as much as I can. No discards. Okay. Let's void. Now I just need... Oh. Why can I not get pissing two pair? Jesus wept. Oh. Hooray! Two pair can get upgraded. Look at me go. That one's tempting. Guaranteed plus 18. Let's try and get that double one. First oh! Discarded? Oh, these nuts. Hang on. Nice. 4-4-18 guaranteed at this particular point. Oh, not this pissing one again. Right. Flip. I just had to go over there. Let's grab this. I'm just gonna go risky. Still a ×10 holographic. Damn. Nice. Nice. Can't get better anymore. So that's now expendable because I got no reality space for it. Oh. Right. Let's do that so I know what it is. I don't like this at all. Right, suit. Oh, shit. Stop. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, I'm taken away from the only thing you have, and because I need to play this. Just to get over that. Oh. Right. Hmm. I hate this. God for that. Oh, I didn't like that. Need a plus one hand. That'd be very helpful around now. Okay, so let's do this one. What glass? Okay. Then let's do that one. Times 12. Left into right. Use. Might as well. And left into right. Well, I'll do. Turns the left into the right card. Use. So then let's do this. I'll do it. Oh, go! Right, so let's try and do this. I want to get all three if I can. Let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. And let's buy that. Free roll. Roll again. That one wasn't doing anything for me, so I'd rather just... All face cards are debuffed. Cool. Actually, hang on. Whoa. Snakes make one of these into a glass card. 2 in 4. Right, that's great news. That's probably going to die, but it's a... Yep. Right. Okay. Got 2 hands. Let's play this and see what happens. So now I need to go ham at this point. They're fundamentally useless. So let's try them. Okay. The best option I have, I think. I couldn't have navigated that much better, to be honest, I don't think. I really couldn't. Why not? See what you do. Stop giving me shit! Best chance I have. Just. Nice. Hmm. Oh, good. Oi. Risk it for the biscuit. Damn it! This is annoying, to say the least. I can't take the risk. Oh, God. Best option. Nice. Can't do that. No! It's evil and I haven't got space. The annoying thing this round is I haven't had the +1 hand size, which has really made life difficult. So may not have known watching the Villa Man United game, 'cause it's probably the better one of the three on the earlier card. That looks like awful offside to me in the respect of how the rules are written. I think it's my best option. Bang. Oh, I don't know about that. I really don't. Nice. I guess. This is really not good. I think that's the one, because that's the... Yeah. Did as best as I could, but... Just gonna go to it, I'll be right back. I have returned. Hmm. Let's try this deck. Ah, okay, I see. Try this one. Nice. Excellent. Right. So let's do them. Oh, this one, but why not? Let's sell that. Let's grab that. Each phase card held in hand. No, let's go for that. And that's going to get me through so I can at least get the maximum 2 jokers. 2 random discards per that. 1 free reroll. Okay. So I'm not constricted by... Let's play a hand. Let's do a Celestial. So I'm not using that. Let's try. Oh, oh, he's got another one. 3-1. Oh, that's a good goal. Well, I say that's a good goal. There's an element of luck to it, but let's try this. Got no space for them. Yeah! I can go do one. It's okay, I suppose. Let's keep going. That was essentially a waste hand, so I could keep adding on to that. To do that. Why not? One round, then I sell just to... That's not the worst idea in the world. Next hand, that is. Let's try this. Because I think with the melts I may get over the line anyway. Or a large portion of the way. Let's keep the... It's not wasting this. I absolutely have to. I don't need to. But now I need to just because I've got I get the full return. Need to make sure I get over the line. So let's do that, and discard. Shit on my... You know what. It's really annoying. That should get me over the line. Use that. Gets that. Just beefing up my... And that can... If I can get that... Oh, not the dagger one! Why not? Oi, what? You know what hand? Because I've got less jokers and that one's staying longer than I'm... So let's use this. Use. 1, 2, and become... So let's hold your horses. Let's do this, actually. Go over line. Still got that option as Empress, but... Melts or skip, I think. There's the dagger one. Right. Needs to be creative now. This is going to do bits with this one. Right. So let's... I think I get rid of this one. I reckon... In reality, I should have kept that. So what I'm going to do... Buy fodder. So that's a 3. So that's immediately going to become a ×6. Why not? Nice. Okay. Oh, sugar. Okay, so it's going to reality would have. Couldn't have gone much better, really. Smashed it. Oh, wow. Nice. If I could get some 2 pairs, that would be much appreciated. I think that's the one. Woo! I'm not getting enough points. I think this is the end of the road for me. Yeah. Done. Five jacks. Only. Right. Questions we can't do. Do Sea of Thieves. Or a bit of Ark Raiders. Think Ark. Ark multiplayer. Actually, I'm changing my mind a bit. Well, a lot. It's Sea of Thieves. One second. All good. Just close that. Check this. 1 second. Chain shots. What one's better to learn from for a first timer? What's the best? Actually, no, just play. I'm trying to. I don't know which one to go for. Confirm and assemble crew. Set sail. What could go wrong? I just hope the audio works, that's all I hope for. He's left the crew already. Cute. Hello? Who's on my team? Scare Meat 319. What? 95. What a name. I am using the lantern. Open equipment chest. F. You ready? Oh, bye. Why are you... If you can't beat him, join him. Air fuse cannon. How do I get in it? How do you get in a cannon? That is the question. Is he just gone? Easily amused. How on earth? Any particular treasured aboard? How'd you do that? Oh, climb into the cannon. Oh. Fire. Oh, hello, puppet. I'm going for his glutes. Is this a bad idea or no? Where's he gone? Oh, he's there. We going for him, yeah? Come here, you son of a bitch. Where's my scare meat? He's over here. Whoa, what was that? Oh, go to the water. I am dead. I'm nearly dead. Oh dear. He can't see me. Oh, I'm dead. Well, where am I? There he is. Let's jump. Where have you gone?
Our souls are saved forever.
Screw it. Ow. Go again. Can you hear me, Scare Meat, or no? Cannon! Coming! Theory.
The poison.
Hooray. How long does it take to kill him?
Insidious blood fight will end your days.
Going for his pert bottom.
You must know you can never defeat the soldier's power. Taste the wrath of the widow.
Oh, a pig!
This is the eternal guardian cure. Our souls
Pork.
are saved forever.
Nice. Oh, hello. Oh, he got me again. Probably should play this when I have a bit more of an idea. Currently, I'm just wandering like gawking at nobody's business. Are you still fighting? Clearly. F. Oh, he's the unlucky soul. So the purple mist does damage. I've learned that much. On your left, I got him.
Mark this one for death.
Oh, he looks a lovely chap. Yeah. Why'd I die? I'll negotiate with the devil again. I'll be fine. Hello, Dave. Oh, hello. What's this? You're okay over there? Oh, hello. You can't beat him, join him. Are we any closer to getting this guy or no?
Serious no pipe brigade. There's
Ow.
soul shall also feed the orb. Art this one for dead.
May I want to back out slightly?
Respect us.
Oh, he's got a banana.
Respect us. These are things to our victim. You.
Behind you.
Pipe will end. There's irreplaceable in that garden cure.
Reviving.
The eternal guard of Mount Armor.
Step, bro. I'm stuck. Guess not. Why, hello. Dramatic music. Wrong way. Ooh, big people. Where do you go? Hello. Whoa. Hooray, we did a thing. Ammo pouch. Ammo pouch. Ooh, a thing. Where's the ship? Ow. I'm bringing a thing back to the boat. I have no idea what it does. There is a... Is this thing any use? Scare meat? I have something. I have literally no idea what it does. More. How do I drop it? Resources. Reputation, I don't have any. I literally can't do anything with it. Oh, no, I can. The fuck? Ooh. No, 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 no. Surely be able to jump. Shovel. Okay. Is that number one? Why did I pop it? I'm gonna balance on the rope again. Or oh, you W and oh, I see. No, 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 no. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Yeah, go me. Where'd you go over there? Cannon. I'll turn it. Can I move you to the... Let's leave this game. I'll be right back. So I was just thinking. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do the sensible thing and exit back to lobby. Do Arc Raiders for a bit. And then as tomorrow I'm off. Between now and then, essentially binge watch Arc Raiders. Sea of Thieves guides, and then more of an idea. After that. And just hope that Bill Squad. That was the Bobcat. So 100, screw it. From what I can recall, it's a very quick firing weapon. Repair. So let's just recap where I was. It was these projects, wasn't it? Camera lens. Camera lens and leapers. Right. Okay. So actually let's workshop. No, that one. Okay, I haven't got any power cells, so I'm going to have to buy 2 of them from Lance.
Come on through.
I think I need one
I'd
of you.
keep that for myself.
Yeah. And is there anything else I really need? Yeah, I'll be right. Oh yeah, so which one's better for leapers? That would be a question. Best Arc Raiders map for leapers. Damn. So therefore, if that is the case, I need to switch up my... Then we'll go workshop. Right, so I need then utility station. In that case, what I'm going to do, workshop. I need processors. And I know exactly where I'm going to get them, and that's Stella Montis. So let's turn that off. Let's go Stella. Send that to stash because I don't in reality need it. Ready up. So I want to go to through.
This is Tian Wen speaking. Look for administrative terminals, security stations, anything that might still respond to input. Whatever's in that safe must be valuable.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Well, that's a magnet one. I swear there's something down here that I can grab. No. I meant that one, please. Yeah, you're good. Right, gents. The Bobcat just fires pillows. The nicest possible way. Okay. Right. Remember hearing the peanuts that will just gravitate towards it, but still. I should probably redo my shield as well. Q. That one. Yeah, you're good. Right, so let's get that up. Let's then... One of these openable? No. What's that? No. Yeah, let's go help these guys out. My God, I'm so unfit. You're right there. We go this way. We go this way. Let me breach this. Oh, hello. He's been looted. That's good. Let's drop down and fire off these grenades after I've just been through there. Something good? Something good? Swap these around. So let's drop that. That to there. That to there. Nice. Get this now. Get that for there. Actually, let's try and play around with the loot. Let's put that to there. That to there. Swap you around. That to... That back in here. Go to that. That to there. Do I need anything else? Probably just get out, yeah? Yeah, that'll be all good. Oh! Oh, he's already been pilfered. G.
Yeah, let's go.
Does anybody need a gas mine blueprint?
Nah, we're all good, boss.
No? Anyone? Gas mine blueprint? What is this? Yeah, I've got that. I've got that. Thank you, though. Take it. It's worth £5 grand.
I still got my flute. No, I don't.
Hold on. Where's that? Oh, wait.
Nice. Don't need that. I can just sell that just for the sake of it. So now, okay. So let's sell for the loot, for the stash space. I don't understand why that doesn't stack up. Kushti. Let's sell that. Problem I have with the Bobcat, well, I need to upgrade it. Maybe. Just durable. Let's plastic sell that. Right. sure which one to... So let's make some more grenades. I know I'll do. Actually, let's keep them as is. So let's do that. Play. And play. Nice. I'm not sure whether just to cancel that and just... I'm tempted just to call it there, to be honest. I mean, it's... No one here. I've got 3 followers, that's good. Not sure. Sobbers lie. Not sure whether to do another game or just call it there, to be honest, people. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to call it there. Because realistic, there's no one here, it's just me. So I'm going to call it there. Yep, I'm going to call it there, I think. So yeah, it's been a pleasure as always. I'm going to call it there. Have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you I'll see you at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Take care now.